What? How you doing? All right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Not bad. 92 years old.
No.
Namandab, 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 namandab. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Dharma family service. Let's begin our service today doing Sutra chanting, and let's chant Juseige, and it's on page 23 in the small book, page 93 in the big book. Namanda, 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 namanda. Gagon chosegan hishimu jodo shigan fumanzok seifu joshogak gaomuryoko Fui dai seshu, fusai shobingu, seifu joshogak, gashi jobutsudo, myosho chojippo, Gyokyo Mishamam Seifu Joshogak Ryokujin Shonen Joeshu Bangyo Shigumu Jodo Isho tenin shi Jinniki endai ko Fushomu saido Shoujo sankumyo Kosai shuyakunam Kai Hichi Egen Meshi Konmo Am Hei Soku Sho Akudo Tsudatsu Zen Shumon Koso Jomanzok Iyoro Jippo Nichigatsu Shujuki Tenko Ompugen Ishikai Hozo Koseku Dokuho Jodai Shichi Seppo Shishiku Kuyo Isai Butsu Gusoku Shutoku Hon Gane Shitsu Joman Tokui Sangai O Nyobutsu Mugechi Tsudatsu Mifusho Gangaku Erik Toshi Saisho Son Shiganya Koka Daisen Okando Koku Shoten Ni Touchin Myoke Gam ni shiku doku byodo sei sai do hoten bo dai shin o jo an da kok. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, 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 namanda. Okay, next let's recite the three treasures, which is on page 3 in the small book. The three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the Buddha Dharma, now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope is there that we shall be freed from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of your way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves your supreme will. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord, in your life of harmony, in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through myriad ages of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo. Namo. Okay, thank you. Stop sharing. Open this up. Stop sharing. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Welcome to our service for today. It's not easy coming up with Dharma talks, and hopefully something happens to me during the week that I can talk about, but that doesn't always happen. This past week was pretty uneventful. There was some good stuff, and I actually went to Fresno yesterday, a day trip. I left my house at 5:30 in the morning so we could get there by 9 a.m. And then spent all day. It was a conference, the Federation Dharma School Teachers League conference, and it was a great conference. And then I left early around 3 p.m. And got back by 7. So 13 hours, Fresno and back. But it was nice. It was really nice to be with fellow practitioners and people I've known for a long time and new people. But all the time I'm thinking, what can I talk about? What can I talk about? And actually, I heard something really interesting. Sometimes things just kind of fall together. I was talking to a friend he's kind of really Catholic, but he's also interested in Buddhism, and he participates in an online Dharma group, so he's learning all this Buddhist stuff. And he told me, the one person said this: nothing is personal, nothing is permanent, nothing is perfect. Okay, nothing is personal, nothing is permanent, nothing is perfect. I was like, that's interesting. The permanent one I get. The other two, interesting, so that was kind of sticking in my mind. I had to go online and look it up. It's by someone named Ruth King. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. She's studied Tibetan Buddhism. She's was part of the Insight tradition, the Spirit Rock, which is more kind of Theravada, but they don't identify as Buddhist necessarily. Kind of trying to bring the Buddhist teachings without all the kind of religious trappings, which is one way to do it. right? So I look it up, and I find it online. Nothing is personal, permanent, or perfect. And then find out it's the 3 Dharma marks. So if you've been coming to the study class, that's what we've been studying for like the past 3 months. The 3 Dharma marks. There's also a version with 4 Dharma marks, but basically the 3 Dharma marks. So I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Still trying to think, but how can I talk about this in a Dharma talk? Is this really going to be my talk? And then I was down in the office. I came in this morning, and did any of you have the BDK saying? It's called a wise saying a day calendar, right? And so I look at it. Shogyo wa mujo nari. Everything is impermanent. That's it. That's one of the 3 Dharma marks. Is it really the right date? Yep, 19. Today is April 19th, right? So today's saying a calendar comes from, it's one of the 3 Dharma marks. Nothing is permanent. All things are impermanent, right? That's how we say it a lot, impermanence, right? All things are impermanent, meaning not permanent. And so I thought, okay, maybe I'm on the right track. Right? And so I want to talk about them just a little bit today. I think this is just really fascinating. Nothing is personal, permanent, or perfect. You hear that, you don't necessarily think Buddhism, right? You can hear that and just be like, oh. And maybe you'll be like, that makes sense. Or maybe you'll be like, what's up with that? Right? And that's fine, because that's part of Buddhism. You're not supposed to believe it just because I tell you. Right? You're supposed to hear it, and maybe it makes you think. Maybe it makes you think about something in your life. Maybe it makes you question. Right? And that's good. That's part of what Buddhism is about. You're not supposed to just accept it without thought, mindlessly. Right? We're supposed to take the teaching and try and bring it into our life. So it's the nothing is personal one that kind of set the kind of light bulb off for me. And so I was thinking, I put up a lot of videos on YouTube. I'm trying to do Buddhist ones, but it's been hard to record Buddhist videos consistently, and I haven't done, I said I was going to do it like 3 months ago, and I haven't done any videos in a long time other than these live streams. But I do put up music videos. Right? I put up videos of me playing or me playing with my band, right? And part of putting up videos is because I want people to watch. I want people to listen. Partly, I want them to watch me, right? That's part of it. And so you put the videos up, and then as soon as you put it up, I try not to look, but I can't help it. 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later, how many views did I get, right? And if it's a short video, it's kind of interesting. There's 2 kinds of videos, at least. Shorts. This is on YouTube, right? YouTube Shorts and just YouTube regular videos, right? And so the length of the video is significant. And if you put up Shorts, the way it's set up, as long as people start watching, it shows it to a bunch of people, right? And so the videos I've been putting up, I can get 1,000 views in an hour. After that, it falls way off, and I'm lucky to get another 100 or 200 after that. But as long as I get that 1,000, I'm like, phew. Okay, good, right? And then I look at, how many likes, right? And you might get 10 likes, or you might get 50 likes, right? And so you can kind of judge how many people watch the video, how quickly they watch it, how many thumbs up you get. Occasionally you get a thumbs down, right? But generally my percentage is pretty good, 97% or whatever, right? 40 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down. And I'm like, why did those people give me thumbs down, right? But they don't know anything, right? Everyone else is right, right? And so the other thing, though, is comments. And I think you're lucky if someone comments, because that means it hit them enough that they put in the effort to actually comment. So the most recent video I put up was not a short. I haven't done a regular length video. It's 3 minutes long. Ooh, so long. Right? It's like, with today's attention span, that's like 2 minutes and 45 seconds people aren't going to watch usually, right? Because people's attention span online is really short. But it's a longer video, and so it doesn't go out like shorts, and I only got like 20 views in the first day. So I was kind of bummed out. It's got, after 3 or 4 days, 40 views. So I'm kind of like, but it's a regular length video, it's not a short. So all this stuff is going through my head, right? Here's the comments I got. Okay, so the first one, cool jam. I could dig hearing the whole song. Right? Okay, Oh, that's pretty good, right? The next one, excellent. And then it has these little music marks. So I picture Bill and Ted going, excellent, right? And then the other one, a bunch of noise. That crap was everywhere. And he didn't say crap. So, but I'm not going to say the word that they did say. So that was the third one. It's like, oh, whoa, wait a second. Somebody didn't like my video? And so I try not to let it hit me, right? But then, I don't know. And so try to ignore it. And then I'm going to look at that comment again, right? And I look at it and, a bunch of noise. That crap was everywhere. Right? And so what I realized was, that doesn't have to be a negative comment. Right? I like noise. There's a whole genre of music called noise music. There's this Japanese artist named Merzbow or Merzbow, right? There's free jazz can be pretty noisy. So I was like, that doesn't have to be an insult. I think he meant it as an insult, to be honest, a bunch of noise. But I was like, cool, I like noise, right? And then that was everywhere, that crap was everywhere. I was like, he could have said, that didn't go anywhere, right? But he was like, it's everywhere. And I was like, that's cool. Why just be one thing, right? I can do all kinds of stuff, right? So I could take the comment and turn it around on its head. So I actually did as the person putting on the video, you can hit the heart button and it hearts it, right? So I was like, gotcha, right? I think you were trying to insult me, but I turned it around, right? And I didn't let it hit me. There was one more. I can't even find it. Like YouTube even hid it from me. And it has an expression that I can't say here in the Hondo, right? But that one was kind of like, okay, right? That's where nothing is personal, right? Like if I really let it hit me and be like, wow, how could they be so mean to me? They didn't like my video? What a jerk. How could they say something like that? Don't you have better things to do with your time? Right? I could get mad, right? I could let it really sting me, right? When someone says something mean to you in person, it's like, whoa, right? Online, it happens, right? And you get hit with this online stuff, and you can really take it personally. So then when I heard this, nothing is personal. I was like, whoa, that's really interesting, right? It's not about me necessarily, right? It doesn't have to be about me. It actually says more about the person listening or writing it than me. They don't know me, right? So that was just one thing that kind of hit me. Nothing is personal. A lot of times when something bad happens or somebody says something that you don't like, right, we can take it really personally and it really hits. But this is an interesting way to think about it. Nothing is personal, right? So kind of back up. Oh, I don't have to like invest everything in it and attach to what this person said, this mean thing this person said. I can remember, wait, nothing is personal. Nothing is permanent. If it does hit me and it feels bad and I feel bad about the comment, I can also realize that I can let that go, right? That feeling of that, here comes this negative comment. If I cling to it, I let it become my whole day, then it gets longer and longer and longer. That stretches it out. But if I can just be like, it's a comment on the internet. There's actually a saying, don't read the comments. That's like a way to live your life. Don't read the comments on YouTube or on videos or wherever, right? And that I can be like, oh yeah, and let that feeling go. It doesn't have to consume me. It doesn't have to become my entire being, which it can. And I've been there, right? When you really let comments that people make or somebody says something mean to you and you can't let it go. You're like, what? How could they say that? How, is it me? Is there something wrong with me? Right? No. Let it go. Nothing is personal. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is perfect. I also can't expect everybody to like the video, right? If I expect that, that's not realistic, right? That's just asking for trouble because no, not everyone, and it shouldn't be that way. We each have our own tastes. We each have our own likes and dislikes. So I shouldn't expect everyone to like it. And I can actually appreciate that my music moved someone so much to make them put a negative comment. That's actually kind of cool. Wow, I got them, kind of, right? My music affected them so much. Even if they didn't like it, it affected them so much that they took the time to make a comment. So nothing is personal, nothing is permanent, nothing is perfect. I've got the AKA, or we have the AAA life. We could call this the three non-Ps? I don't know. The three not Ps, right? To kind of remember these, right? And I had trouble first. I was like, I got the personal. Remember I was talking to Galen on Friday. I think I was talking to him about it. And I said, nothing is personal, nothing is permanent. Yeah, there's another P. I can't remember what it is, but then I remembered. Nothing is personal, nothing is permanent, nothing is perfect. We can go even more Buddhist on it. Nothing is personal is actually really interesting because it's about no self. It's about this fascinating, difficult Buddhist concept of no self. So when I said, this person making this comment, they don't know me. Do I know me? Who's me? Right? There's me who's up here doing this Buddhist analysis on my video thing. There's also me investing a lot of me in my music. There's also me that I see on the screen, right? And I can change the angle and stuff and zoom in or zoom out or I don't like the part. I don't like the way I look in that part. I'm going to focus on somebody else for that part and then go back to when I like it, right? There's that me. There's all these different me's. Right? There's me that is like, okay, I'm hungry, I'm going to eat dinner. Right? So I think in Buddhism, it's not that there's absolutely no me, but that me is a lot of different things. And me actually has a lot to do with you, others. Right? That the me at the moment, in the moment, isn't like just here. It's not just me. It's me and the person making the comment. It's me and the other people in the video. It's me and the Sangha. Right? It's me and people in the Dharma chat that we'll do later. Right? And we might listen with different ears than when we're here in the Hondo and when we're in Dharma chat or when we're downstairs eating. Right? We act differently in here too, huh? Right? Here we don't eat, right? And we try and sit quietly. Right? Try to listen, right? We don't like run around in circles, right? And I think that's kind of a significant thing. That's maybe kind of Japanese in a way, right? That the way you behave depends on the circumstances. The way you behave depends on who you're with and where you are, right? And that's great. And in Buddhism, it's like cool, right? That I can recognize, oh, I don't have to just be me, wherever I go, me. No, it's, oh, me and you. Right? So that in Buddhism, it's less about me and more about us, I think. Right? Nothing is personal. It's not all about me. Shogyo mujo, all things are impermanent. Right? And so this teaching, so I have an example from Shinran Shonin, right, the founder of our school, and he wrote this poem, Asu arito, omo kokoro no adazakura. Yoa ni awashi no fukanu mono kawa. I can barely read it in Japanese, but I'll tell it to you in English. We may think, I will view the cherry blossoms tomorrow, but a storm might arise in the night. Right? So this is 9-year-old Shinran wrote this poem, right? That I think, oh yeah, we'll look at the cherry blossoms tomorrow, right? They'll still be there. But if the wind blows, and this happened a few weeks ago, right? We had incredible flowers. My wisteria at my house, we saw a beautiful cherry blossom tree on the way home that we would drive by, and because of the really hot weather we had a while back, right? You look now, they're all gone, right? Then we had a storm, but even without the storm, it was a weird heat wave, so the flowers bloomed at the wrong time, I think, right? They got a little overexcited and popped out, and then it got cold again. Right? And so when I drive by that tree, you don't even see the blossoms on the ground anymore. It's all gone. Right? And so the cherry blossom is a perfect Japanese symbol of impermanence. Right? It blossoms. It's so beautiful. It's incredible. And then it falls. And that's beautiful too. Right? When the cherry blossom petals are falling, that's also got a kind of beauty. But it's maybe more melancholy beauty. Right? And then they're gone. And we have to wait till the next year if we want to see them again. And so this impermanence, I think again, we can look at it in different ways. It could be Don't attach to things. Don't attach to the beauty. Don't attach to youth. Don't attach to this feeling of, oh, I'm so happy now, but I'm not happy anymore. I want to be like that, happy again. I wish I could be like that forever. Nope. Things are always changing, impermanent. But it can also be, I'm really down. Right? I feel really bad. But that feeling doesn't have to be permanent either. If we attach to it and get stuck in it, yeah, it can seem like everything. It can seem like everything. My whole existence is just sad. But that's impermanent too. If we can kind of back up, let it go, be with other people, talk to other people, right? I think we may find that that sense of sadness can pass, will pass. And then the nothing is perfect. I kind of like that putting it that way. That one, I didn't pick up on that. That's the truth of suffering. Isn't that interesting? What a way to put the truth of suffering. Nothing is perfect. I think a lot of times we go into things wanting it to be a certain way, and oh, it's going to be so great, and it doesn't meet our expectations. Oh man, what a bummer. Right? That didn't meet my expectations at all. I was like that in high school. I was actually like that in my band too. It's so exciting to play live in front of people. Right? It's so cool, and when everyone's into it, and people are dancing, and they're dancing because of what you're playing, and it's just a great time. But sometimes you get to the gig, and there's 3 people there, and even they don't like it, right? And you were so excited about this gig coming up, and then you get there, and it's like, that was a disaster. So I actually trained myself in high school with a friend, music-related, just don't get your hopes up. Don't just expect it to be mediocre. Right? And I was like, that way, I won't be disappointed. Right? What I realized, though, was it ended up being mediocre because that's how I went into it. Right? I went into it expecting nothing, so I got nothing. And maybe I wasn't disappointed because I didn't have any expectations, but I also kind of set myself up for failure. Right? And so the way Yamaoka Sensei would put this, Reverend Dr. Seigen Yamaoka used to say, life doesn't always go the way we want. Right? It doesn't always go the way we want. Nothing is perfect. But if we're expecting it to be perfect, if we're expecting it to be the way I want it, then we might be disappointed. And that's another, I think, definition of suffering. Disappointment, dissatisfaction, dukkha. But if we realize that that's a possibility, right, then we can realize, oh, wow, wait, nothing is perfect. Reverend Dr. Kenneth Tanaka would say, life is a bumpy road, right? That life can be difficult. And if we're expecting it to be perfect and expecting perfection, part of the problem, you go online and you go on like Instagram or Facebook or whatever, right? And people they only put up the good stuff, right? And you're following someone, you're like, wow, they look so beautiful. They look so perfect. They look like they're having such a great time. They're not putting up the other 98% of their day, right? They're putting a picture of the best part. But if that's all you see of all these different people and you think, my life's not like that, then you're going to be disappointed. But life isn't like that. Nothing is perfect. Life doesn't always go the way we want. So these 3 Dharma marks, right, which I'm just going to express here is nothing is personal, nothing is permanent, nothing is perfect. You don't have to cling to these either, but maybe when you go through your life, a day in your life or even an hour in your life, right, and you find some kind of doubt or some kind of disappointment, some kind of dissatisfaction, maybe you can think of these, right? And realize, wait, it's not all about me. And this isn't personal. And either the thing that I wanted and it stopped, okay, nothing is permanent. Or this kind of feeling of dissatisfaction or sadness, that doesn't have to be permanent either. And realizing it doesn't have to be perfect. Right? Life rarely, if ever, is. So I want to thank you for allowing me to share these 3 Dharma marks in this kind of contemporary kind of presentation of nothing is personal, permanent, or perfect. So why don't we conclude with Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Robert for announcements.
Okay, thank you very much, Sensei. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Buddhist Church of Oakland. My name is Robert. Thank you so much for coming today. It's really good to see all of you. A couple things. First, I'd like to thank Reverend Bridge for officiating today's service and his Dharma Talk. Reverend Michael Endo for assisting with today's service. Our host number 4 group, which is downstairs providing hospitality for those of us here at the temple. And our Zoom crew taking care of the Zoom and YouTube broadcast downstairs in the office. So thank you all very much for coming and participating. Today we're going to have Dharma Chat, as Sensei mentioned, and that'll be in the small chapel. So when you leave, go through the doors and turn left and go down the hall, and you'll end up in the small chapel, and you're welcome to stay. It will go till about 11:15, 11:30. And we'd love to have you come. You have questions, you would have something we'd like to talk about, and Sensei will be able to have discussion and Q&A and things like that. So that'll be happening after today's service. Next Sunday, April 26th, will be our annual Pets Memorial Service for those of you who've lost a loved pet either this past year or in years past. So that'll be happening next Sunday. The following Sunday, May 3rd, will be our combined Dharma Family Service and Shotsuki Memorial Service for the month of May. And then our next study class will be on Saturday, May 9th, dealing with the 3 poisons, greed, anger, and ignorance. So that'll be on Saturday, May 9th. And Sunday, May 10th, we'll have another Dharma Chat after our Dharma Family Service. And that's actually on Mother's Day, May 10th. We're also having our annual Gotanya service, which is Shinran Shonin's birthday, and that'll be on Sunday, May 17th, with our guest speaker, the Bishop of the Buddhist Churches of America, Reverend Marvin Harada. And I know that we have a Kiyashiki ceremony that's planned for that day too. And if you have any questions about receiving your Buddhist name, that information is available in the Bushin, the church newsletter. And it's also available if you want to ask Sensei or Reverend Endo about that, you could do that too. The last thing I wanted to mention is this has been a very pretty busy week here at the church, just because we had a bento box sale yesterday that's going to go towards the 125th anniversary of the Buddhist Church of Oakland, and so it was a pretty big effort by a number of different people. And I just want to thank all those who not only came and supported and purchased the bento boxes yesterday, but all the people that came out and helped and provided the labor and everything to put this together and make it go so smoothly. So thank you all very much for supporting and participating in our bento sale, the miso salmon bento sale over the weekend. Okay? That's all I have. Sensei? Thank you.
Hi, I'm Carol Toonan from the Oakland Buddhist Women's Association. No, the OBW, Oakland Buddhist Women's Association. Thank you. We will be hosting on May 16th a Bay District Conference. And I think it's a very positive one, and I think it'll be enjoyable for everyone. Our theme is May all beings be happy and well, spiritual, mental, and physical health. And we have as our guest speaker, we're very lucky to have the Bishop, Reverend Marvin Harada, is going to speak. And we also have as guest speakers and workshop leaders, Karen Owak. You might have seen her on Cron 4. She's very personable, and she's also got a book out. And she's not just a physical therapist. She also does, exercises, physical things, and also diet and nutrition. So it's wide ranging. And also Norma Hoshida, who does the yoga classes at Momiji-kai, she'll be here also. And you're very lucky. The OBWA has decided to pay for your registration fee. So you'll be getting an email, and you'll have a link to register. So please do register. There's spaces available, and I think it'll be a really nice conference. So please think about coming. It's here, so it's very convenient. And so, anyway, please come register. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. And also, we sent out an email. If you do want to have a pet memorialized at our Pets Memorial next Sunday, the deadline was extended to tomorrow. So check your email, and if you want to do that, there's still time. And also for the kieshiki, the deadline is coming up in a week or two. And so if you're interested in getting the Buddhist name, you can talk to me or just look at the email and get the information there. And that will conclude our service. And so let's conclude our service with Kansho reciting the name of Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda. Namanda. Okay, that'll conclude our service, and you can come up in Oshoko if you have not had a chance to do so already. And then we'll have Dharma chat in the small chapel for those who are here. So go out the doors to the left. And bye, everybody online. Thank you very much.
She's staying with Dino, and Dino's staying with her. What it is? She has her own unit. How about you? Still working. Still working? A few years, huh? 30 years. Yeah. 30 years. Really? Yeah. Oh my God. This month. 30 years. Go back on the... Yeah. Oh, my tutor guys do a workshop. She has a service at her church. You go with her? Huh? You go with her? No, she sometimes, but no, she has, she goes there on her own. She just drives for me, you know. I could still drive, but I don't know. Crazy driver. Oh, yeah. Where is she today? She's downstairs. She is? Looks good. Pretty nice. Yeah, nice job. Floor. Yeah, the floor looks nice. I remember years ago when I did the floor here. Oh, yeah. We're gonna redo the floor here too. Oh, good. Yeah, that. Yeah. So they send it to Japan. You know what to do, right? Oh, yeah, they're professionals. Oh, yeah. Amazing. Amazing what they do. Yeah, it is. Kyoto way. Yeah. God, I've been there years. It must be, well, I would say 40, maybe 50. Oh, yeah. My brother been going almost 30 years. We had a business in my head. Oh, yeah. They all have memories. I remember there. Yeah. How you doing, Harry? All right? I like that.
You have it?
Huh?
You have this at home?
No.
Okay. We have them still.
No,
You want this one?
that's okay.
Okay. Because then you got to remember
No.
each day you got to flip it.
Yeah.
That's the practice to keep going.
There's a bunch downstairs.
Yeah, we got them.
Okay.
I just pulled this one out of the box. You can use, hey, take this one, and then it's like the one that was in the Dharma Talk. If you want it, I'll have it here.
Okay.
Going down?
I get it.
You going downstairs? You going down?
It's easier to go, so. See you, Michael. Huh? Okay. Thank you.